Kevin Blinkoff, editor of On the Water magazine here, and I just got back from the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. Every year we head down to Fort Lauderdale in fall to check out the newest boats, marine electronics, and boating accessories. And this year, one of the most interesting new products I saw was from SiriusXM Marine. Well, they have a new product out called fish mapping, and I think it's going to be of real interest to fishermen in the Northeast, especially if you head offshore and fish for tuna. So if you're a canyon fisherman and you head out for tuna and marlin, or if you fish the nearshore grounds, the humps and wrecks for nearshore yellowfin and bluefin tuna, you're definitely going to want to check out Fish Mapping by SiriusXM. Fish Mapping is an offering that includes all the weather and sea conditions that you're used to, but it also has 8 dedicated features just for anglers. Now these features include science-based data that helps anglers locate the spots where conditions are right to find fish faster, and that'll save you time and save you fuel. All of these features are shown on your multifunction display as an overlay on top of your charts. So this includes something very exciting called fishing recommendations. Fishing recommendations will show you on your charts where you're most likely to find specific types of game fish. And this is all based on a scientific analysis of the conditions, and it's updated twice per week. So if conditions are right for, say, yellowfin tuna in a certain area of the canyons, fishing recommendations will show that to you and let you know that that's the way you should head when you leave the dock. It includes, of course, sea surface temperatures, very important for offshore fishing, but more than that, it goes another step and shows you sea surface temperature fronts. So this will show you where the gradient is the strongest between cooler water and warmer water, because we all know those temperature fronts will often concentrate bait fish and then game fish. Another thing fish mapping will show you is sea surface height anomalies, so where the surface of the sea is actually higher or lower. And what you're going to want to look for is areas where it's higher, because that shows upwelling. Upwelling brings nutrients to the surface, brings bait fish, and attracts game fish as well. Plankton concentrations, that's another great feature of fish mapping. This will show you where on your chart plotter you've got high concentrations of plankton that'll attract bait fish and therefore game fish. You also have plankton concentration fronts, so you can see where the strongest differences are from high plankton to low plankton. And a lot of times those fronts are where you'll have murky water up against clearer water, and those will be frequented by game fish that'll hunt in the clear side. So a lot of these features of fish mapping, these are great when you're making a game plan. So the night before, you can look at the map, look for areas of upwelling, look for these fronts and where they intersect, and you can make a game plan on where you're going to head out. But of course, this is SiriusXM Marine, it's satellite, so the really great thing about it is once you're out at the tuna grounds, once you head offshore, you still have access to this information and it's being updated. So you can look at where you are on the chart plotter and see if you're where the temperature break still exists. You can adjust once you're out on the grounds based on what you see out there and what the updated information is telling you. The end result is you'll end up burning less fuel, you'll end up finding more fish, and hopefully you'll end up catching more fish. Fish mapping is currently available on the Garmin platform. In 2020, it will be coming out on Simrad as well, and hopefully we'll have that on board our television boat in time for the canyon season in 2020. We look forward to checking it out. If you're interested, definitely click on the link, learn more about SiriusXM Marine's new fish mapping service.